Chapter 4. Junkyard Dog. Michael's walnut eyes narrow to slits. He drags a thumbnail along the jamb, flakes of paint peeling like scabbed skin. January production. April belt stamp. That's a whole quarter off. Like the car's been living 2 lives. He crouches lower, boot sole grinding grit, nose inches from the rocker panel. Sniff. Paint's fresh. But the rust underneath? Old. Angry. Real. Somebody's flipped this bitch through hell, slapped on lipstick, and called it new. He snaps up, stalks around the back bumper. Bump. Bump. Fake. Ceramic coat flaking like cheap candy. Where's the fire damage? Huh? Where'd you get the blood? Girl's smile freezes. Ponytail going stiff. Michael grabs her wrist, twists the clipboard away. Low miles? Try low morals. I'm walking. Unless you want to tell me whose corpse this thing rolled out of before it rolled in here. Mikey wheels on her like a loose hubcap, face inches away, breath hot. Drama llama, cute, real cute. He flicks her ponytail, whip of blonde. Listen, Tinker Tits, I didn't crawl out of 9 crashes and 1 coma to buy your lip gloss special. He shoves past, shoulder clipping hers, thump. Seatbelt spindle spins free, rubber rots off in his hand. See? January production don't rot like that. Not in 8 months. He stands tall. You want 25K? Get me a time machine. This heap's already dead. Someone just forgot to close its eyes. Michael kills the engine. Silence hits like a judge's gavel. He slides out, wipes sweat off his brow with a greasy forearm. Door swings wide, creak, and he drags a finger through the passenger footwell. Rust, orange. Fresh flakes stick to his skin like dried blood. These brakes were dumped, sweetheart. Brake boosters swollen, pedals spongy. He wipes it off on her clipboard. You ever see what flood rats do to wiring? Chewed clean through the OBD port. He leans in close, voice dropping to a snarl. 1 puddle ride, this thing shorts out at 90. You gonna pay for the tow or the funeral? Mikey grabs a pillar, twists it like he's strangling a rat. Plastic cracks. Wiring spills out pink, stripped, chewed. That's post-mortem work, like a coroner stitching up a gunshot victim. He drops the mess, clatter, turns, eyes locked on hers. You got 30 seconds. Tell me who died in this seat. A busted muffler pops. Pop, pop, like warning shots. Michael snorts. Upgrade? That's what they told the widow too. He snaps a glove on, thwack. Slides it over his knuckles like armor. Pops the fuse box under the dash. Click. Half the fuses are taped in, wires dangling like entrails. You think I can't smell fear on a solder joint? He yanks one. Spark. Tiny blue tongue licks his finger. Ow. Still warm. You swapped this thing last night. He crushes the fuse between thumb and forefinger. Crunch. Plastic dust rains. Tell me, Tinker. When buyer calls tomorrow, when the airbags fail and the fuel pump explodes, you gonna take the stand or just sell me a sympathy bouquet? He steps forward. Clock's ticking, sweetheart, and I ain't waiting for your alibi to melt. Someone ran this baby straight into a guardrail at terminal velocity. He flicks a bent hose, clamp. It pings off her boot, leaking antifreeze. You know what happens when your block freezes mid-race? Cracks wide open. You're hauling a grenade, not a throttle jockey. He spins on her, jaw clenched tight. I buy cars to outrun death, not invited in for brunch. He rips a rag from his back pocket, wipes the sludge off his hand, slow, deliberate. Call me when you got something honest. Like, say, your dignity. A rustle turns into a stampede. 20 kids swarm from crates, shadows high-pitched war cries slicing the air like buzzsaws. Spears jab, poke, poke, catching Mikey in the ribs. One clips his ear, warm drip of blood. Get off, little bastards. He swings wild, tire iron whipping. Whoosh, but they duck. Bite, claw. Fingers rip the wallet from his back pocket. Rip of leather. Cash flies, snowing astrobucks. Tinker laughs, shrill, triumphant. That's 12K right there. Hold him. They pile on, bones cracking under sneakers. Michael thrashes, drops the iron, clang, face scraped raw on asphalt. You'll regret. A boot to the temple, lights flicker, darkness eats him. Tinker rams the wrench tip under his chin. Metal cold, teeth clacking. Who said I take prisoners? I keep souvenirs. She nods. Two kids yank a dog tag from his neck. Snap. Chain burned skin. Souvenir. Another spear jabs. Thunk into his thigh. Michael hisses. That all you got? Tickles. Blood soaks denim dark. Listen, Mutt. I'm your ticket off this rock. Hand me my keys, we ride. You keep your life. Tinker laughs, wrench spinning, whirl like a buzzsaw warming up. My life? This is my life. You're the chew toy. She drops low, breath on his ear. But I like chew toys that bark back. She slams the wrench, bam, into the dirt an inch from his eye. Michael's smirk widens, unclasping his watch. One question, what happens when you meet the real Junkyard Dog? Her eyes widen, confidence cracking like cheap plastic as Acceleron's planet peeks out. The kids freeze, spears dipping, doubt rippling through their ranks. Michael zaps Tinker with a taser. Zitzt. She howls like a werewolf at an open mic. She shakes violently, wrench clattering to the gravel. The kids scream, dropping spears and bolting into the landfill's maze, footsteps fading into junkyard clank and echo. That's right, you little gremlins, Michael taunts. He straddles Tinker's limp form, clubs her nose, crack, as she awakes with a spurt of blood out her nostrils. He grabs her jaw, fingers digging white half-moons into her cheek. Rise and shine. I'm taking that Bronco Buster. It's got the frame I need. Here's some Astrobucks. He flashes the stack, thick rubber band roll, then flips open a butterfly knife, shink. Cold edge kissing her carotid. I'm letting you live, kid. She works her tongue, blood and saliva bubbling. Get your mouth up my tart hole. Spits, splat. Warm chunk in his eye. Why ain't you just full of spunk? He plucks the handkerchief from her pocket, pink with cartoon rockets, wipes his brow, then dabs the gash. You dirty cunt. I ought to cut them ant bites you called tits off your dying carcass, but I ain't that kind of man. Could have fooled me, she croaks, teeth-stained rust. I bet this is so funny to a transient like you, heathen, but my soul is on the line. Je suis croyante, she whispers through cracked lips, like confession before communion. Dis soit ton nom avant que je tue ton démon. Vous ne vous reproduirez plus jamais. Michael's grip turns to vise, nails carving crescents. Listen, I want your name so bad I can taste it. Say it, and I swear, hand on my dead grandma's grave, and let you crawl away with your tits attached. You lie? I carve it out of your thigh. Then I tattoo the right one on your forehead. You sell that shit on the black market. People will think you're art. She coughs, red spray. Make it worth it. He leans in, breath on her ear. I need to know if you're real, or if the station's alive again. Say your name. Samantha, and you are Michael Rigger. I know you. Blood sprays out her mouth like cheap wine, splattering his chin, the cash, the watch face. She cackles, nostrils geysering red, spit flecking his cheek. If there's no grass on the field, play ball or go mudding, right, Michael? A wet, endless shriek, like a siren with asthma. Her head snaps back, teeth clacking, spit flying. Samantha, oh fuck! That name. Michael's pupils blow wide. His hand goes slack. The knife flips handle over palm and sticks quivering in the dirt. No. You're a ghost story, an AI, a dead station. You don't... He swallows, Adam's apple bobbing like he's trying to choke down a scream. You don't have a body. You don't bleed. His gaze snaps to the blood-thick ropes of it, spilling from her nose, from her ear, from the corners of her eyes. And then he sees the twitch, the fine tremor in her cheek, the way her laugh stutters like a busted Kodak. Oh God. The rat fever too. He backs up one crawling step, shoulder banging into the Bronco's fender, clang, like his last bell. You're not Samantha. Samantha's dead and scrubbed. But if you got the rat, then you're contagious. He pulls the collar up, eyes wild. This whole yard's gonna be dead by sundown. You glitchy little plague doll. His fingers claw the dirt, scrambling like he's on fire. Samantha tilts her head, slow, unnatural, like a doll on broken springs. You can't run from code, Michael Rigger. You can't run from rats. She giggles, wet, bubbly, wrong. He feels it then, the itch in his palm. already starting. Oh fuck, oh fuck. He lunges, rips the ignition from the Bronco dashboard, yanks wires, spark, 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 slams the starter anyway. Engine coughs, Varut, dies. Tries again, Varoom, catches. He punches it, tires shriek, gravel pelting her like shotgun beads as he fishtails out. Rear view shrinking the laughing girl into nothing. But she's still laughing, inside his skull.